mistakes, always the same one. And I can it can be actually able to fix that problem, to avoid those emotional mistakes. It's like why on my rules of trading, I have to create one rule, what is called follow my rules. How I can actually create so many rules, so people can have 100 rules. You can have the best strategy in the world. But if you do not follow your rules, you will not go anywhere. No? So that is the funny part. There is something triggered in my case particular that I just need to do the opposite of everyone. Not everyone is the same. Not everyone will have the same mistakes. I can explain my problem. Yeah. So then maybe you understand why I'm going to. So I always want to be the one is actually better of others. Why? I was dyslexic. Well, I am dyslexic. Got dyscalculia, bad memory. And in my days, those words never actually was, it was actually the name was idiot. Yeah. So, yes. And they think, oh, this is not, he doesn't know how to read. He doesn't know how to do mathematics. He doesn't actually remember things. I just sent the shopping with 3 things and he bring me 4. No joking. This is happening to me. So you need to be clear that on that moment, I was considered an idiot. Yeah. So what is the meaning of that for all my life? Is that I want to actually to be somebody, I want to be important, I want to be so if you say to me white, if I say black, or somebody say red and I say yellow, and I go completely opposite name of colors or numbers or whatever, potentially I can be the right one. So everyone say this and I say whatever else, because then I can actually be, he's the only one say that. Maybe it's actually interesting. Maybe it's actually right. And sometimes over 1,000, one I was right. Yeah. So then the rest of the time I consider like that. You say, well, let's try to actually to pay attention, to look like he's the most, he go always against everyone. He doesn't follow any rules and so on. To the point that I even actually didn't follow my own rules. Yes. So even I create my own rules, I was not follow my rules. So I have to create rule number 1, which is actually follow my rules. And I have to create in this case was actually called rule number 0, follow my rules. And I have to create -1, with actually read your rules before you actually doing your trading. So anyway, so this is my story, guys. Yeah. So I have fixed all that, but you need to understand there is kind of a problem on our automation. Like you brush your teeth, you do automation. These things automatically happen and you got belief and behaviors already happen. Now, there is a statistic say that after 10 years old, whatever you have done before is semi-automatically, it's like your foundation, like a house. Yeah. Then from that, it's extremely difficult to fix or to change that, because I need to change the way I was thinking to be able to trade. I got the best strategies, working amazing, but I always not follow the rules. So how am I going to make money? If I don't follow rules, I will not make money, because even if I have the best strategy in the world. Yeah. So how do I fix that? So from 10 years backwards, back to the statistics, yeah, is almost, I would say, impossible. It's like a blueprint of your personality. That is very difficult to change it. It's possible to be changes. I have done it. Yeah. So, and I have the way to do it. We will go through multiple exercise and through the whole psychology to helping you to try to control, modify. It's a bit complicated to explain it, but you will be able to transform yourself and have control of that. Yeah. Now, talk about transformation. Transformation of your personality, your emotional control. So now let's start to focus into that. If I can actually change my personality, the way I'm thinking, the way actually I create automatic behaviors, I will be able to move. I will be able to fix my problem of trading. No. And many other things in life, because don't get me wrong, thanks to trading, I'm a better person. Yeah. Now let's go back to these statistics. Now, after 35 years old and 50, is 95% of your automation is settled. Now you are a robot. Yeah. Whatever you actually been building up is actually there. You cannot change it. It's almost, that's it. You don't want to bother to change anything. You do your routines, you do your stuff, your way of thinking, the way you actually get angry, the way you get happy. All this is coming on the same way, pretty much. But there is things that you don't like it. Like I didn't like myself to do always the opposites of everyone, to do whatever I want. Like just to be different, to people say, he's right. Yeah. So this has actually happened to me. Yeah. So it's very difficult to change, but it's possible. There is a process that will go with you through the course. But the first step and the most important of all of them is that you need to be aware of that it's possible to change. So self-awareness and be possible and believe that it can be changed is possible. You say, no, my personality, that's not going to be able to change. I cannot be like that. Ignore negative possibilities. You need to be a bit of open mind. Yeah. So if you are open mind and you're thinking just for one moment, please. Okay. You're thinking it's not possible. No, I cannot change that. That's my way of doing things. That's it. That's my personality. I will always be like that and blah, blah, blah. Okay. Just for 1 second, I'm going to ask you to forget about that. I'm thinking. Only say this to me. Maybe. Maybe it's possible. Maybe it can happen. Maybe we can do it. That's it. I want to stay with me there. Now, I have that very deep research on this. Yeah. And I have done it. I go my own way of doing it and my own strategy, mental strategy that actually works for me. But what I'm going to do with you guys is to share a very important findings I have myself, which I thought I was the only one doing this stuff. First, remember, I was not able to read books. I got many books, but all of them, they're audiobooks. So even if I have books, I don't read them, just like to have them. And I buy it as audiobook. Things audiobooks, my brain is blow up in information because I was not able to learn from books. Just only from videos, and imagine that, how I was learning. Anyway, so now I'm going to actually to open your mind to thinking about that possibility that is possible. Okay. But what about if instead of telling you myself, I can give you, because you say, well, what is possible and what is not possible? For me, that is quite important topic as well to discuss, to go into detail on that. But let's talking about now something else. What about if you don't believe me? Imagine that you don't believe yourself, you don't believe myself. But what about if I'm going to take you to another YouTube video. Yeah. This particular video is the Diario of the CEO. Very nice, Steven. So I have found this video. Okay. So this video, I highlight the most important parts for you to start to focus into one particular point. The whole video is amazing. Okay. So this is actually the Diary of the CEO. For those ones that don't know him, it's just amazing. The way he actually works, the way he actually presents things is amazing. I got his book. I really recommend his book. By the way, I don't work for him. There is nothing connection with me with him. I'm fan of his work. Yeah. It's just really impressive. So, and I found that actually the Dr. Joe Dispenza, yeah, I hope I've been said correctly, it have an interview with him. And this is just amazing. So for me, the way it actually works, this transformation, I can make myself to be better trader, to be better person, to achieve things that I thought was impossible to be possible. I call it the avatar process, which is another thing you will see later. I thought what are my limitations? Okay. And I was surprised that Dr. Dispenza, Dr. Joe Dispenza actually have this question as well himself. But he actually went much more beyond of things people, like as unbelievable, people start walking. People start to do things that they couldn't do before. From being people, I think I mentioned about people with cancer being fixed, be able to cure themselves from only to change the way of thinking. So then he asked himself, what are actually Stephen asked to Joy, it's like, what are the limitations? And he said, I don't know what is possible or what is not possible. And now my question myself is that, all right, so what are the limitations of our brain when we have control on it? So for me, I just yes, I've been trying to fix things for myself. Wow, I can be a trader, a profitable trader. Wow, I can do this and that. I can achieve many things in life. I have not comparable with other people able to do. So I'm going to constantly, just a beginner study of my own brain. So I'm going to continue focusing to that to see how far I can get when I make transformation of my personality to be somebody else. And I will go in details into that. Yeah. So now let's go for this. Actually, you see highlighted in there, and I forgot one of them, which is actually, I can mention some of them, but if you see there is meditation, I forgot about to mention as well. I recommend it because that's the one you need to be focused on, to be self-awareness, especially 15 minutes to dedicate you. First, go through the whole video. You see those points. If you don't have much time, go to those particular areas being highlighted and the meditation that I forgot to highlight it. Try to, in summary of all these points, is that you will try to actually to see yourself. First, the most important thing is to be able to be aware of yourself. Yeah. To thinking about your own thinkings, to see what is telling you. Okay. How you feel now. But for that, you need to disconnect it. So for that reason, I recommended to go from all this video first, but I found a better step before you actually watch this video. This one. So 5 steps to change your life. So I recommended that I have my own steps to be followed, but I actually recommended that you follow those steps. Somebody was posted the 5 steps there. You can go to the video, very short video. I think it's about I don't remember, it was 5 minutes or something like that. You can find it, 5 to 7 minutes. And you actually got first disconnected from your world. This means, so disconnected is more, if you focus on meditation, the first step of meditation is being disconnected from problems, disconnected for your house. It's just focusing your breathing, focusing into yourself, focus into your thinking. Yeah. Don't people say, oh, I would like to, but how I would like to have the brain completely don't think about anything. I think it's better to control what you think. Yeah. So then you can actually go into not thinking in anything or thinking about any specific or create your own thinking. Well, I will talk about that later as well. But let's say that the first step is that disconnected from this world. It's totally disconnected. Yeah. Then you just go for a present moment. How they leave things coming into you, things that you actually feel. But one second, before I continue to all these steps, you go the 5 steps because it's a bit very long video already now. And I can go for details and details. So just follow those 5 steps. Do it for me just for 2 weeks. 2 weeks, start to doing it. I would say the best time is before you go to bed. If you do have a routine for bed, even better, because then it will perform even better. Just go to, always at the same time before you go to bed. You have to do all your stuff and you go 15 minutes or 10 minutes or 5 minutes before you go to bed. Try to do all these 5 steps. Yeah. And that when you go through the 5 steps, let me know. Yeah. I'm not going to go into detail because the video will be too long. Now, after see that video, yes, have a look those 5 steps. So the recommendation is to go 15 minutes before and 15 minutes in the morning. So especially around morning. So wake up and especially about your sleeping. So before and after. Okay. So let's leave it for now. Now let's go back to when you actually see this 5 minutes video, you see the 5 steps. Before you start doing it, you will need to believe. Why am I going to do this stupidity? No. So am I going to change my life? It's just a hocus pocus magic. What is this for? All right. So stay with me. Yeah. So now watch this video. Go to the red highlighted points. Yeah. With an open mind, please. Okay. So his book, Breaking the Habit of Being Yourself, is a psychology program manual for transform yourself. It's more like how you can actually rewarding or create a new identity of yourself. How to transform yourself to something that you want to be. Something better than you now. how I can be better than who I am now. I want to be like that famous person. I don't want to do these things. I don't want to get angry when this is happening. I want to be better with my partner. I want to be better with my family. I want people to love me. Can you transform that yourself? Yes, you can. I'm not talking about, I'm not talking about trading only. I'm talking about anything in your life you can make changes. But for that, you need first to believe on that. So watch actually that you do first. I would say in this order. Yeah. I'm going now through the book second time. Okay. It's about 11 hours audiobook. Okay. So first step, go for this 5 minutes video. Okay. Then second step, watch the 2 hours video of the Diary of the CEO. Yeah. That particular title I explained to you. And then before you start to do your 15 minutes, read the book. Okay. If you have audiobook, or you can actually watch the audiobook. And then my recommendation, after you have done all that, it will take you a bit of time because it's 11 hours plus 2 hours. And it's a lot to absorb. I want you to make sure that you are open mind and believe or ask this question only to yourself. Is possible that I can actually stop breaking my rules? It's possible that I can actually be a better person. It's possible. I want you to only that promise that you will see amazing transformation of yourself. And I will actually, through the course of the Golden Trader program, I will actually helping you to give you my secrets, how I managed to do all my improvements as a person, as a trader, and in life. Yeah. So I hope, guys, you love this video. For me, it's just very short. I just want to make sure that you're actually doing the right steps. I try to working hard of this because it just changed my life. I'm a better person. I'm happier, and I have control of my brain and my life. So guys, I hope you like the video. See you in the next one. Bye now. Have a good day.